I'm in the worst reading slump of 2025, potentially of my life. I have a wide range of interests when it comes to books. I recently DNF'd Girl Dinner, which I was like super excited about. I thought that was gonna be so good and I was just bored out of my mind. Was it the book? Was it me? I guess we'll never know. I'm doing something I normally don't do. I am not one to pick a TBR. I'll like say these are my hopefuls. What I am hoping to get out of this is forcing myself to pick up a book I might not have otherwise picked up, and it clicks with me. So the goal with the books we picked, I'm gonna grab prompts out of my little jar I put together, and then I'm gonna try to pick a book that fits the prompt. Hopefully it just sounds like fun, and really I'm just trying to capture my own attention at this point because everything I sit down to read, I'm so bored. Maybe it's like the change in seasons, I don't know. So we're gonna give it a good shake. For the record, I'm picking 5 prompts. I'm gonna pick 5 prompts out of here. So our first one, okay, so the first one is, this is not a good start. Can I veto? One you've been putting off is what this says. I can't get it's not adjusting, but one you've been putting off. What? It's a terrible option for when I'm in a slump. I guess let's look. So one I've been putting off, I will say, oh gosh. I mean, I guess like maybe The Haunting of Payne's Hollow. I got that from Book of the Month and then decided to quit Book of the Month because I was like, maybe I don't love the options. Haunting of Payne's Hollow could be an option. Also, it's not that big of a commitment. It's not that long of a book. When Samantha Payne's grandfather dies, she figures she won't even get a mention in the will. After all, she hasn't seen him in 14 years, not since her father took his own life after being accused of murdering a child in their lakefront cottage. Her grandfather always insisted her father was innocent, despite Sam having caught him burying the child's body, his clothing streaked with blood. But when she attends the reading of the will at the behest of her aunt, she discovers that her grandfather left her the very valuable lakefront property where the family cottage sits. There's one catch. Sam needs to stay in the cottage for a month to finally face the fact that she was wrong and her father was innocent according to her grandfather. After traveling to Payne's Hollow, Sam is faced with the realities of her childhood and the secrets kept hidden in the shadows of her memories. When her aunt goes missing a couple days into their stay, Sam begins to question everything again. Plagued by nightmares and paranoia, she hears sounds in the forest and sees shapes crawling from the water as the rippling waves of the lake promise something unspeakably dark lurking just below the surface. I don't know, maybe that could be a good option. What else have I been putting off? I have been putting off Return to the Black Farm by Elias Witherow. It's the second one after The Black Farm. I did really like the first book. I don't know why I'm putting this off. I just never want to read it when I pick it up. So that's another option. I've been putting off The Exorcist, but I refuse. I'm not reading that yet. You can't make me. I think those are really like, it doesn't feel like I'm intentionally, oh my God. The only other one I've been putting off is House of Leaves, which that's a fuck no for today. So let's pick between these two. It could feel satisfying that by end of year, I would finish this duology or series. And it is pretty like, I don't know, the first one was really interesting. Let's do this. Let's do this. Return to the Black Farm. It was on my 10 before the end too, so 2 birds, 1 stone. Okay, next prompt. Okie dokie. An author who lives close. I might have to do some Googling. Oh, you know what though? Actually, I think there's 2 that live in Colorado. I know Stephen Graham Jones lives in Boulder, so that's in the same state as me. I think Erica T. Worth also lives in Colorado. She is an artist. Well, okay, she's an artist for Meow Wolf Denver. I don't know if she actually lives here. You know what though? I'm gonna go with Stephen Graham Jones because I know this one for sure, and I'm supposed to be reading this with my friend Kelsey. Sorry, Kelsey, I haven't started it yet. I'll start it now, I promise. The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. Although this one, I do really want to read this. Oh, they're so sloppy. So we've got 2 books. I think, you know what? I feel good. I feel good about these 2 books. Okay. Oops, I drew that without you guys watching. All right. This one is a Hot Girl Horror Unread recommendation. I think I have a couple on my Kindle. I think it's good for us to try to work through the physical TBR though. So I'm gonna open up my Kindle. Well, let me just look on my phone app really quick. I have a couple that were on there. I know Rebecca might have been one that we talked about. Maybe it wasn't. Shit, now I'm not sure. The Vampire by John William Polidori. That was on 10 before the end. That's not Hot Girl Horror though. I want to say, shit, now I'm like forgetting what I recommended. It was only like one or 2 videos ago. Okay, I think I'm gonna pick, I know there's one on my shelf. Which one? Night Bitch. Night Bitch is one that I for sure talked about on there because I was talking about feminine rage. This one is about feminine rage and motherhood. This one is about a woman who is like, has a strong career. She sets her career aside to become a mother. And well, you know, a couple of years into motherhood, she starts to like feel like she's turning into a dog. So yeah, this sounds really interesting. And also I didn't know that there was a movie made of this book. And so I would like to read the book and then maybe watch the movie. Could be fun. This book actually does kind of excite me a little bit. Even though I'm not a mom, so I don't maybe grasp the undertones of this story. I still love anything feminine rage related. That is my Roman Empire. Okay, book number 3 has been selected. 2 left. Do we grab one? Yes. All right. A novella. Novella. Okay, that's good. That's good. We love a novella. That's like a not super intimidating addition to the list. I can get on board with a novella. Okay, so I have Below by Laurel Hightower. I bought this because it is set in Appalachia and I have a very soft spot in my heart for Appalachia, specifically West Virginia. So I think this one is like about like Mothman creature something or other. So I have this one. I also have, oh, where is it? I would say this counts as the novella. One sec. We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. Could also read that. I have a few Christmas horror novellas, but I'm gonna be filming a reading vlog for that. That's gonna be coming out soon. So I think I'm going to omit those from this list. The goal is like, this is for my personal fun reading, maybe some vlogs, and then I have some other separate books I'm gonna read outside of this as well, because most of the time I read more than 5 books a month. Not the last couple months, but at this point, again, I don't think I want to think too hard. Like I want something that's going to just like capture like a crack format book. I don't think this is going to be crack format. I think it's going to require me to think a little bit, which sometimes I want to do, sometimes I don't. So we're going to go with Below by Laurel Hightower. I have been eagerly awaiting reading this. I actually think this might be the first book I pick up because I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Sometimes you kind of forget the books you have on your shelf. Moving on. I don't know what this was. So we have done 4 books. So this is our last book. So let's pick a good one. Preferably not one that I don't want to do. A slasher. Oh, I already know. Let's review what's on the shelf, but I think I already know what I'm gonna pick. So a slasher was what we picked. And I have a couple of those. So I don't think anything down here is considered a slasher. I actually think the one I'm thinking might be the only one I have. What is this, Wretched Valley? I don't think this is a slasher. I don't think that one is considered a slasher. I think I'm gonna do this one. This was also on my 10 before the end. These prompts are honestly supporting me, holding myself accountable to my 10 before the end. Which is kind of funny because I think I was trying to get out of it because again, reading slumps are real. But Autumn Springs Retirement Home sounds fucking phenomenal. I really enjoy Philip Fracasse's writing. I actually already read Boys in the Valley. I really liked this book by him, and so I think his books are for me. I enjoy his writing style. We'll read this. This is about, it's a like slasher that's taking place in a retirement home, which I think is hilarious. Basically, the main character is Rose. She's in her late 70s, living out her golden years. And then residents kind of just start dropping dead. So her and her besties start to investigate and she's just like trying to get to the bottom of it. So I think this will be book number 5. So let's go ahead and let's just do a quick recap of the books that I selected for my December TBR. Okay, so for One You Have Been Putting Off, we are going to do Return to the Black Farm by Elias Witherow. Again, this is the second and final book in the Black Farm series. I really enjoyed the first one, so I'm hoping this one will grab my attention enough. Next, we have a novella. And we picked Below by Laurel Hightower. This is again set in West Virginia, eager to read that. It's also so short I could read it in one sitting, which is kind of nice when you're in a slump. Then we have picking an author who lives closest to us. I went ahead and picked Stephen Graham Jones because he does live in the same state as me. So we're gonna go with The Only Good Indians. For Hot Girl Horror Unread recommendation, I have Night Bitch by Rachel Yoder. And lastly, we drew the prompt for a slasher, and I picked the Autumn Springs Retirement Home Massacre. I won't lie to you, I actually feel kind of good about this lineup, which is nice. See, sometimes you just gotta like look at your books from a different perspective. I'm not really one to typically do a TBR jar, though maybe we'll continue it if this gets me out of my slump, because I do want to continue reading through my TBR. I'm trying to stop buying books. For a lot of reasons, overconsumption is problematic. I end up buying books that I don't enjoy, and then now what? I've spent money on them and I'm donating them. I'm trying to rely more on the library because the library is an excellent resource, and showing them that they are supported is going to be part of what keeps them around. So yeah, here is the TBR stack for December. Yeah, that's what I've got for you guys. A little bit on the shorter side for today, but wanted to go ahead and get this out of the way so that I can hopefully dive into one of these maybe even before the end of this week, because December starts technically on Monday. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I hopefully am picking the books that are going to get me out of this reading slump. I'm excited for the next video that we have coming up here as well. Make sure that you guys check out the Hot Girl Horror series video that I put out. I only have one episode right now, but I already have episodes 2, 3, and 4 planned. So really eager to release this as well. So lots of exciting things happening on the channel. I hope you guys will stick around. And if you're still here watching this video, thank you. I love you. Okay, love you. Bye.